if you want to use it. It's probably easier than we now welcome on to the pod. Special guest, friend of the pod. I feel like at this point, best friend of the pod.
Yeah, number one best friend of the pod.
Okay, friend of the pod.
Huge fan.
Pitcher, Vol, baseball player,
Star
golfer.
of last weekend.
Yes, bubblegum chewer. Zander Sechrist.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
It's a blessing to be on here.
Yeah, good to have you.
Blessing. That's too kind.
Yeah. This is just another NIL deal for you.
Speaking of NIL, we'll go ahead and reveal it. This is the gift we've got. Big League Chew guy. Brought us this bucket, Landon. You can get your own another time. This is mine. They didn't tag you in it, and I was gonna make the video for your birthday. Then it felt too late, and I never got around to it.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad you remembered my birthday.
Yeah, absolutely. I chewed an entire bag of Big League Chew in 5 minutes.
Yeah, dude, it's tough.
It's tough.
My jaw was hurting.
See, I remember my first time when I was a freshman in college, obviously, and we were somewhere. I think it was Georgia, and Friday night I chewed a lot of gum, and then Saturday night I did kind of the same thing, and then Sunday my jaw it felt like I had locked jaw.
So you didn't do this in high school. This is like a new.
I chewed gum in high school, but they didn't have the bucket of double bubble, so you couldn't keep eating.
Yeah, it helps when it's free.
Oh, it helps when it does. You don't have to buy your own stuff.
I get that.
So yeah, that's part of it. They'd have it out there for you. So you probably wouldn't even you might pick it up at the gas station if you saw it, but you wouldn't. You probably wouldn't even chew gum if it wasn't for the bucket.
I don't even know what I would do. I used to be kind of like a chew five gum guy.
Okay.
The Cobalt, really good. And then when I got on the sugar spree, the string,
the tape.
Yeah, the tape. Is that Hubba Bubba?
I think it is. Yeah.
Is that Hubba Bubba? Yeah, those.
You got into that as
I can down that in
that's not a lot of gum.
3 minutes now. I could probably just take it and just.
Do you buy that?
No.
I was gonna ask you. Do you kind of feel like a child buying? You're like, I'll take this.
Yeah. It's one of those child things.
The last time we had you on was our 500th episode, and I went into the store to buy Big League Chew, and I was like, I don't remember the last time I bought Big League Chew. And I went up to the counter, and I had to ask, and I felt like an idiot. I was like, do y'all have Big League Chew? And she was like, what? And I was like, do you have Big League Chew? And she's like, yeah, right over there. I was like, okay, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know when the last time I bought Big League Chew was either. I'm not gonna lie.
Shout out to NIL.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know when the last time. I've never seen watermelon in stores.
No.
And I've never seen cotton candy. I saw
cotton candy
grape,
probably be gas,
and either strawberry. So these are kind of rare. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Rare flavors, in my opinion.
What's your favorite right now? I know it was. You told us what was your favorite when you told us?
Was it cotton candy at the time?
It probably was.
But this watermelon's crazy.
Really?
It is long-lasting flavor.
Really? That's my only knock. I don't know about knock.
But I know with Big League Chew, the flavor kind of runs out quick, especially with the original one. But once you get into the flavors that you don't chew often, I don't know. They did something different to where it's long-lasting flavor.
Yeah, you can chew it in those long innings now. You don't have to change it up.
Yeah.
You keep some in a pocket?
Yeah, I have a lot in my locker, so
you need to go out and pitch with
just a whole bag.
Maybe not even a whole bag, but make it look like a whole bag, just the top of it just hanging out the back pocket or something.
Oh, just advertising. Okay.
And then if someone says something, you're just I didn't even know it was back. I just chew it.
Here, I'll just tuck it.
Yeah. It's not a big deal. What if you got checked and when you who was it, Scherzer that opened his pants up and
you
just open your pants and just Big League Chew falls out.
Just all the flavors.
Yeah.
I would like you to go out there like the chalk thing, and it's just like a bag of
the rosin bag.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I'm glad we're talking about things to do at the mound too, because I'm going to ask you to the next time you start, maybe this Sunday. Trevor Bauer wrote BD 9/11. Some people still say Bush did 9/11. I don't know. We're not getting into conspiracy theories. Maybe just MI before you throw the first pitch.
MI. More important.
Just right next to that power tee.
Well, wouldn't it be? Yeah. So just MI.
Yeah.
Yeah. MI. 2 eyes.
Yeah, more.
Yeah.
I was about to say more important
Yeah.
issues. Yeah, okay.
Do you work on the turn when they throw it around?
It's a timing thing. So usually when the shortstop gets it, I start to, I guess, hop, and then when it gets back to the third baseman, I turn around.
Whoever it is,
Yeah,
because
whoever
it's
it
not because Billy's hurt.
I mean, he's not
What,
hurt.
what are y'all doing? Like, why are we going? Why we have so many injuries right now?
I don't know, but hey, I'd rather have him now than if we're making a run.
100%.
Were these lingering from the snow football game?
No,
Be
no,
honest.
no.
Okay. I mean, we had to ask.
No, they were not.
Big J journalism question. I gotta check.
Did you play quarterback any in that?
No, I was just receiver. I just let everybody do their thing,
You just
and I tagged the Steelers because we were playing Buffalo that night.
Oh,
In the snow, I figured I'd get a call,
yeah.
like at least wide receiver, punt returner, something.
They probably could have used you this year too.
You could be the third string quarterback.
I know we picked up Kyle Allen.
Oh,
That.
okay.
Yeah.
So fourth.
Practice squad.
Yeah, there you go. Get a minimum.
That's a good paycheck.
That's a pretty good paycheck.
Yeah.
50, 60K, probably something like that.
Just
Maybe
to,
a quarterback is more.
just to get tackled by TJ Watt every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably kind of suck.
Yeah, so I would probably want more than that.
Yeah. Gotta up it up.
You think TJ's working that hard? He's tackling scout team wide receivers.
At least pushing them down.
Okay. That's
Just
extra
one
effort.
arm.
Yeah, that's probably
Just a one
not
arm
much
shot.
effort.
Just a one arm shot.
What's this season? I mean, things are kind of rolling now. Y'all are in SEC play. What's that? Like, I mean, you're feels like a new squad. I know it's not entirely new, but what's it kind of been like? Just starting out, you probably don't even feel like it's really like fully gotten going now. Y'all been playing into
It really doesn't.
almost July now.
Yeah, it hasn't feel like we haven't really gotten into the thick of things, which if you look at a schedule, we really haven't.
Yeah.
But with SEC play, everybody emphasizes like, oh, it's SEC play, it's SEC play. But at the end of the day, it's still baseball.
Mhm.
And it's just, a lot more people show up, a lot more eyes on you. That's about the difference between SEC and non-conference. But as a team, I think we're just fine where we're at. And obviously, losing the series to Bama, obviously we don't go out there trying to lose series. And
Right.
we win one against Ole Miss. So, we're 3-3, I think, right now.
Yeah.
I try not to keep up with it, but
You
it's
don't look
kind
at
of hard with the socials.
standings.
Yeah, with the socials. So, I mean, we're just fine, and we'll just, run the course.
Yeah. I mean, losing that Bama series is tough, but does it feel better knowing that their coach bet on you?
Oh, boy.
You can no comment that. That's okay.
I mean,
I just had to put that one out there.
like that's crazy that you bring that up. But it's always tough to win on the road because, like, we went to Bama, obviously, first SEC road trip. None. Like, even LSU went to Mississippi State and lost the series. So I don't think a single SEC series that weekend was won by a road team.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a crazy stat.
So
I feel good about this weekend.
yeah,
Is there something? What's different about road games in SEC baseball? I mean, I know there's those home crowds can be, rambunctious and can throw things off, but I mean, the home field advantage doesn't feel like other sports.
Yeah.
I mean, I obviously there is an element to it, and then you have teams playing in parks they're familiar with, things like that. But what in your mind makes the road trips difficult?
I guess just different venue overall because
Yeah.
you get so comfortable with your own park because you scrimmage in the fall and you put so many innings. Like, I'll just use me for an example, like the mound. You envision what Lindsey Nelson looks like for so many innings. And then when you go to Hoover or Bama, it's just a little bit different. And I don't know why, but I feel like the strike zone gets a little bit smaller because it's just a different backdrop.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you don't pitch here every week. You're only pitching here, once. Like, for me, 0, but that's okay. But it's just different. A lot of people say it would be mindset because of being on the road, but it's just the comfortability. Is that even a word? Did I say that?
That sounds
right?
good to me.
Comfortability?
I'm not a smart guy, so don't count on me. But it sounds good to me.
Yeah, we went to the school right over here. So
South Doyle.
oh yeah,
Right?
I'm with Chad Zerker.
There you go.
Number
But yeah, I
five.
would just say it's just you don't try to put too much pressure on yourself because it's already pressure enough.
Right.
Because it's SEC and you're on the road, but it's just just different venue. It's just different place. And at the end of the day, you try to just put yourself in the mindset of it's just baseball.
Yeah.
When did you so you figured out like late Saturday night that you were starting on Sunday? Was there any like a little extra to that because it was your first SEC start?
No, I don't think it was. I was just maybe kind of expecting it because I was on the hot list Friday and then I wasn't Saturday. So when Russell pitched Saturday and then Combs pitched, I was like, all right, I kind of put myself in a little bit of a mindset. And then Coach V confirmed that exactly, I think 10:48, which is kind of ironic, huh?
Oh,
Kind of
48.
ironic, kind of ironic. Saturday night, and I kind of was already in the mindset when I wasn't on the hot list, but I couldn't fully put myself in that mode yet.
Okay. So V is very calculated. He knows
I
exactly
guess
what
I
it
don't
takes.
know. I don't know if he meant to do that on purpose, but
It feels like
It
feels purposeful.
I mean, it
now.
sounded like it was meant to be.
sounds like it was meant to be.
Yeah,
And-
you talk about when you're talking about your uniform or your number and uniform. I almost wore. I have a XL in the pinstripe because you guys play games in February and March and it's cold, so I could wear it over a hoodie.
Yeah.
And so it's an XL, so it kind of looks like I'm you pitching.
Yeah,
with
there you
the
go.
sleeves down to.
I don't know how many innings I've thrown in those pins, but it's a lot.
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah, why don't we wear them on the weekends?
It's just I think V does the uniforms,
Okay.
so Tuesday's just kind of been a staple.
Okay.
that makes
See,
sense.
are you digging the cream?
Yeah, cream looks good.
Okay.
Creams always look good, but I'm a big fan of smoky grays.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
big fan.
That is I don't love them, but
I'm
there are
just a
people
big
that
fan.
hate them, so that's a
Really?
hot take. Oh
I'm
yeah,
I'm a big fan.
okay.
I
Just
think my favorite uniform is orange top and the gray pants.
Those light gray pants.
Yeah.
that actually
Looks good.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
it's a baseball look. It's
That's
the
a
baseball
baseball
gray
look.
pants.
Yeah.
You just I mean, it's saying. I feel like the pinstripes look good on any team. I mean, the orange is a nice accent to it, but I don't know. Pinstripes just look good.
I feel like everybody has pinstripes. It feels like, doesn't it?
Well, Vandy's kind of cheating. They have those
Well,
ugly
they have
gold.
that all black. That was
and
popular
black.
from the 20 whenever they won it. I think.
Oh, they
2019 where they. I think that was the first time they brought them out was Omaha. I mean,
wow.
don't fact check me on that. I was just a little.
It was kind of during COVID, so it was kind of like.
Well, no, it was before.
They have an asterisk.
It was before. And then Florida has grays. Those
Yeah.
gray pinstripes look pretty good. Ole Miss has some. I don't know if Georgia does. No, I don't think so. But
What did Ole Miss wear Friday night? Was it Friday night?
Friday night they went red, powder blue.
Yeah, you beat them in the powder blue.
Maybe
Actually, Ron rolled them.
No, it was. Have you seen Auburn's all blue uniforms?
They're
Yes.
not bad.
Like a
Really?
Navy one?
I think they're hideous. They're just blue. That's
They look
it.
good.
And they have like one orange number on the below the.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
they're very
it's probably
plain.
just a baseball mind to me.
Yeah.
Because I say like I'm a fan of the smoky gray, so that's one solid color. So
Yeah.
that's probably why I'm like
More orange on that than these Auburn uniforms. At least the ones I saw, it was last Friday. They played during the day.
It's a white script, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, white script and orange number. Yeah, it's interesting. Do you think the Smoky Grays if they could use an update, what would you do to them?
I don't know. I kind of like how
you like the orange stripe down they used to have?
See, the funny thing about that was the year after was when they got new pants, and then those orange stripes were our practice pants. So obviously you guys probably didn't know that, but that was my freshman year practice pants. I wasn't a huge fan.
Okay.
But when they went to the solid gray, that's where I was like, yeah.
Okay.
Makes the uniform a lot better.
Have you has it really sit in with you that you've been on some like great Tennessee, like your 4 years have been like a great career in terms of teams? Like, has that hit you yet? Or do you not notice because like we're Tennessee fans, we obviously know like how bad they were before.
It's hit me that this is like maybe my last year of baseball ever, but I don't like to think that way. But it's been so quick, like everything's happened so fast. I mean, freshman year I went to Omaha, and then the next year I'm on a team that doesn't even reach 10 losses. And then the next year after that, I'm going back to Omaha. I mean, it's kind of been crazy. But yeah, you said
second home in Omaha.
Twice. A lot of people can't say they've been twice, but a guy who transferred to Georgia this past year has been there 3 times with Stanford, so it's got me in that category. I know him. We talk a lot, but yeah, I mean it's kind of weird to be like the older guy because I'm always used to being the younger guy. I love being the younger guy, and now that I'm an old dog. I'm 22 now.
You feel like you gotta be like buttoned up. You can't be goofing off in the locker room.
Oh no, I still do that. I mean, you still gotta be yourself.
Well, you're not like a COVID senior. You weren't here. Like,
No. I'm
like
here for the
Luke
4
and Evan were here for like 7 years.
I'm here for the 4 true years.
I'm also not convinced Kirby is as young as he is. He feels like he's been. I don't know why. It just feels like he's been around for like 10 years. I don't know if it's a mustache. I don't know. I have no idea.
Are y'all legit best friends, like in real life?
Yeah, it's not no act like on the field,
Okay.
like and then we hate each other off the field. No, it's through and true.
Do y'all live together?
No, we don't live together.
Okay.
That'd be too
Smart,
weird,
Yeah, too much.
Because then you'd be like, too much, and then you get sick of the person.
Yeah.
So
You hate like what he does, like leaving his hair clippings all over the bathroom and stuff like that.
Well, we room on the road, and he's perfectly fine.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
have you been on his
Quick,
podcast? Does he still do it?
the Stash Talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
been on there. I was like one of the first 5 episodes or something.
On
then
his-
And then we did like a season or preview, and then with his father. So
Okay.
So he lets people go on now that don't have mustaches.
oh yeah,
Seems fraudulent to me.
seems fraudulent. Yeah, you guys could probably get on there. All you gotta do is text Kirby.
I mean, I'm just waiting for a call.
You're
Bring in the righty.
you're wearing the hat we want.
Oh,
Like, it kind of looks like a Kirby worn hat with how just.
smoky gray.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's
almost
got
a
some age
brown,
to it.
man.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of looks good because of the fading a little bit.
Yeah, it looks
You're
kinda
wearing
brown.
it in.
But it's
A little
like
Carhartt.
it's real nice though.
color.
I'm still jealous. I'd
I
take
mean-
that hat.
Really?
Yeah.
There was a.
Pat
This
said he's
was-
gonna hook us up. I don't know if that's known around the complex, but he said he's gonna.
There are rumors that there are new ones. There's a couple of players got them, and I'm like, what if I got a new one?
What
But I
if?
kind of like this,
You just take it and just to have it, just so you have it, and then you can
Like,
give it to one of
case
us
it
if you
up.
never wear it.
Yeah, there you go.
It'd be like, I love how you guys have memorabilia here. It'd be one of those. Where
Yeah.
You just case up a hat and
Oh,
just
yeah.
lay it there.
I've got the hat I wore to the Alabama game. It's one of my favorite hats.
Yeah.
I framed it. It's in there with the newspaper and the grass clippings, and I framed it.
I'm not gonna lie, you guys went crazy over that win.
Oh, dude.
I mean, I get the whole Tennessee
Did
history.
you smoke
I
a
get-
cigar though?
I did not.
Okay.
I'm kind of like stay away from all that stuff.
That's fair.
That was my first one. My first cigar was
Really?
Bama. Yeah.
That's nice. But you guys went crazy over that, and I'm like, geez.
Imagine.
Because I wasn't big in the college football.
Right.
Like I'm like a Steeler fan.
Kind of Georgia
So,
fan.
No, I'm actually not. Like I'm not gonna lie.
This is a big series for you coming up, though, right?
person.
Okay.
It's personal.
Okay.
But, I don't know. I give my friends back at home just poop.
Yeah.
Okay.
About
And you're
Georgia,
gonna
but-
text them on Sunday if things go well.
No. See, I believe in karma. See.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
That's fair. But like you might be like, hey, did you guys happen to tune in at the FP Network this
like
weekend?
After, if I do good after, then I'll be like,
Just
tune in.
making sure you
did
guys
you
caught
tune in on
this.
Easter Sunday.
Yeah. What the heck? Y'all play on Sundays?
Yeah, I think we've always
I mean,
always done that.
Tony's gotta be Catholic, right? Surely. It's
Well,
Italian.
they go to a sunrise service. And then
Oh,
they
okay.
play. Yeah.
That makes
because
sense.
it's at 2.
Yeah.
It is at 2.
Yeah. So you got plenty of time.
Okay.
Happy Easter to everybody. out
Yeah.
there.
Happy Easter.
Yeah. Well, Good Friday.
Oh, it is.
You guys play on Good Friday as well. You
Yeah.
guys just grind doesn't stop.
And then guess what? I think, or no, not next week, but the week after, and then the week after we play Thursday series.
Mm.
So we have Missouri and Florida.
Mm.
We'll be there at the Missouri Friday game.
I'll be there Sunday. No, Saturday.
Well,
I'll be there
we
Saturday.
won't be there Sunday.
They're here?
This Sunday.
Oh, with this
yeah,
Sunday?
this,
Sunday.
this Saturday.
Oh, I thought you meant.
I'll be here this Saturday. Be not here, but Lindsey Nelson.
Okay.
Yes.
LNS. Gotcha.
Yep.
I might go
Hornets
Sunday.
Nest.
2:00. Plenty of
Really?
time.
2 o'clock's plenty of time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why not? Yeah.
Well, my mom's birthday, I would go.
Oh, yeah. Happy
Yeah.
birthday, to your mom.
Yeah, thanks.
March are the best birthdays.
Well, it would be April.
Oh,
Yeah.
it'll be April by then. I still consider it.
I'll
still
close,
consider-
close enough.
I'll still consider it. April Fool.
So when you are pitching, so you pitch Sunday, start, get the first 3 outs, second batter, big out, big out.
Apparently, that's what the theme was all week.
Yeah, big out. And then Kavaris Tears comes up in the first inning and hits an absolute tank. How does that feel for you going back out on the mound? Just be like, hey, we're up 2-0, baby.
Yeah,
It's all good.
it's always good to pitch for the league because you kind of get the stress off yourself, even if you give up a run,
Mm-hmm.
because like you have a lead at that point. But to be honest, I'm sitting in the corner of the dugout, like I'm sitting down, so I see nothing that's going on the field. But I mean, I predicted this. I mean, I said he was the X factor from the beginning. Like
Tears?
yeah, Tears.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, it's coming to fruition right now, and I'm like, well, I
You're
saw
right.
it coming. Like,
yeah, I don't know what you guys were doing.
No.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
What's he bench? Is it insane? I feel like it is.
Well, see, we live separate,
Oh, okay. So you don't
so
know.
it's not.
Okay.
I think I said. Well, I said pitchers are the quarterbacks of football. I think that pitchers are more like the kickers of football. It's more sounds like
special
you're on
teams,
like you.
yeah.
That the amount of time you
Special
got spent at the
teams.
golf course.
Special teams, special players, brother.
Hey, brother.
But yeah, so you can say that because
Don't even lift with them.
if a kicker misses a field goal, it's kicker's fault.
Mm-hmm.
But if he nails it, oh, he's a hero.
No,
Yeah,
for
sure.
So it's the same thing with pitching. If he gives up 8, it's like, oh well, that's easy. But if he goes 8 shutty, it's like, oh, that's easy. You know,
Especially in
That's a
Lindsey
good point.
Nelson, that's tough to do.
I'm not. I mean, I'll put on record. I'm not a big fan of how small our park is.
Yeah.
Not a big fan.
Yeah. Do you feel like how many though do you honestly feel like you get hit, you turn to see that home run? Like how many times have you been? I guess you don't think in that moment. Maybe go home that night. You're like, that wouldn't have been out at X Park.
I don't do like.
You
the
did tell us
excess
that
stuff.
you've given up some bombs.
I have. I no. See, I'm honest. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? That's
Well,
gone anyway.
The
yeah.
reason I asked that is I just feel like there are a lot. I mean, I joke about Luke Lipsius. The dude hit so many line drives to the bullpen. I mean, he feasted on that small wall at it's like 309 to the corner. What is it on that corner?
320.
Is it 320 to the right corner? Okay.
Yeah. Plays a lot shorter.
Yeah.
That wind going out, man.
If you catch that win, oh
Yeah. But I just feel like there's a
Christian
lot
Moore
of
hit one in there. Was that on Sunday? Oppo? I think it was.
Was
And
it Sunday?
it was one that I'm
Did
like,
he hit one Saturday?
yeah,
like
Oppo?
that
and
is,
blew it out.
yeah. I was like, that is a
I feel like the majority
fly ball
of
anywhere
Tennessee's
else.
home runs, I'm like, that's out in it because you see people complain about it, and I'm like, I don't know.
I
That's why I'm
think-
curious. I know there's some for sure.
I think it's just where the park is because we're so close to the river. We're gonna have a wind
Yeah.
some direction. When the sun goes down, the wind obviously doesn't blow as hard, but
It also helps us out too. Like it sucks for you as a pitcher, but it does help us out some too.
yeah. And then other parks, it's like Bama. Bama is the same dimensions, same exact dimensions,
Yeah.
390, shorter in the gaps, or 360 in the gaps and 320 in the corners. And that place plays big.
Really.
It's not because the wall is maybe like a couple feet higher,
Okay.
but it's
It
still
just feels like it.
it plays
Yeah.
big
Mhm.
because it doesn't carry.
Gotcha.
It's just depending on where your park's, I guess, pointed.
Yeah,
Because
just
like if you
kinda-
flip Lindsey Nelson around and you build a stadium, the wind's getting blocked. Maybe we have a different park.
yeah, but then you're hitting into the football facility during spring practice. Those are critical hours.
And then Milton's throwing the football on our field. And then
Yeah, that's
you know,
that's dangerous.
there have been some. Bean keeps telling me that Joe Milton's going to the Steelers.
Okay.
He keeps telling me that.
Are you in?
I don't know.
What
We have
round?
enough quarterbacks.
Yeah,
right
we have
now.
enough quarterbacks now, but
Are you a
That's taking
Russell
a job
Wilson
from
fan?
you.
Or are you bought in? What did you do with your Kenny Pickett jersey?
I know I kept it.
Okay.
I'm
You still,
true with him.
okay. Okay.
When we
Pitt
got
guy,
Russell,
in
when we
general.
got
Small hands.
Russell, I was like, okay, all right, this is perfect. 1-year deal. Let's mentor Pickett. That's it. Let's just mentor. If he gets hurt again, boom, we have a great guy to have in there. Great team guy. Then all of a sudden we get rid of him. I posted on my Instagram story. I was like, no words, ... with a sad face. Because I was like, what are we doing? Because we signed like an old quarterback. Now we get rid of a young quarterback. It kind of made me feel better with Fields, but with Fields coming in now being a backup, I don't know how I truly feel about that.
Yeah, they should get to duke it out.
I think they should, and I think Fields would probably win, in my opinion, if they had a true.
Okay.
I think more
Because-
people in the locker room would definitely like Justin Fields better.
They're
Than
probably.
See,
I think
I'm-
Pickens is wanting. Like, I'm not a Steelers insider, but I'm pretty inside. Like, I think Pickens likes Fields a lot, and now that we got rid of Deontay,
Yeah, thanks for that.
yeah, you're
We
welcome.
needed one.
But you know, he'll do just fine. He's a great route runner, great route
We need
runner.
that
But you got to give him the ball.
separation.
Got to
That's
give him
what
the
we need.
ball. You know, we've had our years with AB. AB was great when we had, you know,
I mean,
when we had 2013, 2010 AB. And then all of a sudden he got paid. And then
he was the best receiver in the league year or two, like by
Mhm.
far.
By far.
And
Who remembers Julio Jones with the Falcons going for like crazy numbers?
Oh,
He's a
I
good
remember
fantasy
that
pickup.
vividly.
Yeah,
had to play him twice a
would,
year.
Yeah, in the Georgia Dome.
And just crap corners. It's fun. So you're all in on Russell Wilson. Have you, like, on team buses or team planes, have you like done like a workout routine like through the aisle?
Like, what do you mean?
That's what he does on
Oh,
the plane.
I don't like when he goes, Steeler Nation, here we go. It's
Yeah, let's ride.
Let's
I'm
ride.
just waiting for the meme. We're like 0-5, and it's,
Let's
people are
ride.
posting that on the internet, and you're like, well, geez.
yeah,
Here
he's
we
a
go.
he's a weird guy.
Strikes me.
He's a Tim Tebow guy, but Tim Tebow like has a reason he's weird. I can't quite figure out why Russell Wilson's weird.
Credit to Tim Tebow for what he did at Florida and in Denver. I still remember that slant pass.
He was
Marius
better at
Thomas.
Denver
Whoop, whoop.
than
That was-
Russell Wilson was at
That
Denver.
was the Steelers just sucking though in that moment. If
Well,
we're being honest.
Mike Taylor got stiff armed, and then it was over.
Yeah, you remember that game.
I do. I was standing. I was like, we're in Denver, 24-24, first play overtime. It's over.
Have you been to a Steelers game?
Oh, yeah. I went to the Atlanta game last year, and they play Atlanta again, so I'll go to that one. I've been to Tennessee a lot. That was my
Okay.
first game. First ever game was LP Field
Okay.
when the Titans were really, really good because we lost 31-14.
What year was that?
Like 08, 09. It's when we won
Okay.
the Super Bowl, though.
Okay.
But yeah, and I went to Heinz Field once. They played the
8-8
Raiders.
team?
Hmm?
Was that the wild card team that shouldn't have been there?
No, you guys were like, not you, but you're a Tennessee fan, aren't you?
Titans,
Yeah.
mildly. No,
Mildly, but they were like good.
Hmm.
Like this.
that would have been probably Chris. That would have definitely been Chris Johnson.
Oh,
that
was a
yeah.
good team.
Cortland Finn
Yeah.
and Kenny Britt.
Yeah.
I think Vince Young was our quarterback, or that might have been before Vince Young.
That would have
Terry
been
Collins.
his rookie year, I think.
That was his probably best year.
It
So
was-
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it
think it was his
was-
rookie year.
It was a stacked team, and that's when the guy stomped on the terrible towel. I forget his name, but I have been to Heinz Field once. It was when Richard Seymour like clocked Ben in the face, and I was right next to the Raiders like locker room, so he got ejected. But I haven't been to Pittsburgh since, and I'm trying to get back.
Okay.
So what's it called now? It's not Heinz Field anymore.
Acrisure Stadium.
Acrisure.
I call it Heinz Field.
Yeah.
You should.
Just like Thompson Bowling, it doesn't leave.
Oh yeah. What? Food City? Food City.
Food
City Center, baby.
yeah.
Oh.
That's where I do my grocery shopping. No free ads.
No, for
Those,
you.
those gas
Food
points,
City.
they're good. What are they going to rename? You got an insight on renaming on Lindsey Nelson?
I thought they would go with Todd Helton Field, but keep like Lindsey Nelson.
Oh,
Stadium
no. They're
with
selling
Todd
those
Helton.
rights, brother. Unless
Yeah.
Todd Helton's got,
Oh, yeah.
$10 million lying
I
around, which he may.
Because they took down Lindsey like Field on the wall, and I was like, oh, they're renaming it.
Oh.
Here it is. But they just did a different font.
I didn't even know they did that. There's no news about that.
Well, see, that's why, because it
Yeah.
didn't get renamed.
Well, we're not insiders.
Well, you talk. Speaking
Actually,
of Lindsey
just
Nelson,
saying you're an insider probably makes you an insider now.
Yeah, all you got to do is say, yeah, I got inside knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm
Got
an
it.
insider for Tennessee baseball.
yeah, I've been inside
Um,
of Lindsey Nelson.
Yeah, there you go.
Does it feel like have you gotten used to it? Because I mean, you guys, your like first time in it was the first day. It was your first game. First day it was done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were still probably bolting seats down, and
Yeah, a little bit.
while y'all were taking BP.
Yeah, I remember when it was just picnic tables. Obviously, there's picnic tables down
Yeah.
the left field line, and then it moved to the like a bleacher because we had the supers there, and we needed obviously Coach V wanted more fans, so we put the bleacher there, and then we made that permanent for 22, and then they started knocking down trees, and it looks totally different now.
Do you like pitching when it's full, or when there's not a lot of people there?
I
Like, do you
think-
like behind home plate? Do you like that to be full?
Oh, you're talking about the MVP seating, aren't you? Yeah, I would like. You know what? Yeah, I would like it full because either way, I think when you're up top, I still feel like Lindsey Nelson still feels like you're on top of you anyway.
Yeah.
So it feels loud to a sense, and it feels like full. But yeah, you bring a good point because some games you're like, dang, we got a lot of people here, but then you look and it's like scattered where the TV would be
Yeah.
pointing. And it's like,
Well, it doesn't help they're just giving away nachos. So people have to go hang out in there and just eat nachos all night.
yeah,
mean,
Hey, I
that's
just
crazy.
have to do it to get the bats going. Do you ever get on to your teammates when they're not scoring for you?
No.
Like Southern Indiana, you're like, guys, can I get some help? I got
You know what?
10 Ks.
That game reminded me of high school because I went like 5 and 2/3. Even though I gave up a homer, I had so much fun.
Okay.
I had so much fun. It was a tight ball game, midweek mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't want to go down to the Screaming Eagles.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I had so much fun, and I think it took for me to give up a run to be like, oh,
We're playing.
yeah,
It's a ball game.
here it is. And then they scored
Okay.
2 right after that, and then boom.
So
Do you
you
think-
ever thought about just maybe like right out the gate, giving one up so the bats don't have to
Yeah.
You know,
wait to come around?
Sometimes that happens. Just give one up. You give one up, and then they score 5 in the bottom. And you're like, what if I didn't give one up? Yeah.
Is that the worst feeling? Is like when you know it's out and you got to like call for the ball and he's just like trotting around the bases.
Especially at Lindsey Nelson, you know when it's gone. You're like, oh boy.
If you feel one go out, just turn around and you can just erase that MI.
Okay. You're like, yeah, these guys probably don't want me on their show again.
Does anybody say anything to you when you come back in after you give up a long home run? Or do you just go straight in the? I'll see a lot of pitchers go straight in the back. Where y'all
It
going?
just depends on the locker room's back there.
Okay,
So we
you
just
just
go in the locker room.
go in there and maybe throw some
Wouldn't it-
some words out.
See, it's probably nice to be a batter in that situation because they have something they can just break stuff with,
Yeah,
whereas
what
you
are we
don't.
gonna do with a
yeah.
glove?
Yeah, you kind of look like you really look like a toddler if you start throwing that thing around. Like you're just pitching a fit.
Yeah. Baseball's weird because some days you throw a pitch and they don't hit it, and then you could throw the exact same pitch the next week, you'll be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're working with the human element of an umpire,
Yeah.
where it's like some days that's a strike,
And
some days
it's
and then also sometimes it's definitely a strike, and they're not
Mhm.
calling it. Do you like though, like being able to work an umpire, being able to kind of show him where the zone is?
Yeah, if I can get a little bit off.
Like,
that's
don't you feel like
perfect.
it would suck? I don't know. I'm curious to have the robot zones because then you can't really.
No, because I think it gets smaller.
Yeah, it's hard to
'Cause
like.
It's so tedious. Like it's already small. I think the strike zone is just too small.
Okay.
I think it's too small. And
So-
then everybody's like, yeah, I get hitting is hard. Totally understand that. But if you don't swing a bat, the pitcher has to throw it 3 times
Yeah.
in this invisible box. And the human element of an umpire has to call it a strike,
Right.
like saying if they don't swing. And then if they throw 4 balls, you're on base.
Honestly, I would not swing. If it was coming in that hard, I
No.
wouldn't swing. No
I
shot.
feel like the percentages, if there's got to be something out there that, okay, if he throws 70% strikes, he's going to walk. If we don't swing, what about the other like 30%?
Okay,
You
yeah, we're
know-
going
you
with the
know-
chart says Bush
You
Jones
know what I'm
style.
saying?
I like that.
Well, but
Have you noticed? I got into some college baseball conspiracy theories the other day. Do you feel like it's a hitter's ball this year? I've heard it's rock hard.
it's been a hitter's ball ever since.
They're saying it's harder this year.
I think definitely from non-conference to SEC, there's a difference in the ball because
Okay.
I remember I was talking to Dylan Loy, He's like, why does this ball feel so different? I'm like, yeah, welcome to the SEC, bud. And then when you get to Hoover, that ball's different too.
Yeah, what's up with them adjusting in the middle of
field's
the
way bigger, so they gotta do something.
Mm.
And then Omaha, that field's big. That ball feels like regional, super. They all feel, even though it looks like the same, but
right.
it just feels different.
Juice up a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that they can just change them. They can like even year to year and how they play.
Yeah,
that's pretty wild.
I think the MLB ones are too. There's way too many homers.
Yeah,
and you're telling me like these guys that are throwing 95 are just giving up homers just like this. Yeah.
What about Charlie Condon? What in the world?
That's what prompted the debate was
good, man.
his. Are you talking about his ball that got hit? I mean,
I'm saying
like a pop fly to third that ended up going out. Is that the one you're talking about?
My thing is this weekend, let's not pitch to him. Just walk
Well,
him.
we were joking around as a pitching staff. We were like, I think he hits third in the order.
Yeah.
So you get 2 outs, just 4, and then get an out.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's the way to play.
But I mean, I don't know. We're still playing a series with the top 2 home run teams in the SEC.
Oh, it's gonna be a derby.
In Lindsey Nelson.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
It'll be like that. I think there was a Central Michigan game where they scored like 31 runs. Yeah, that's
pitchers
got into
ERAs might be up.
Yeah. We need to get the guys like hitting when Beam's pitching. He's had a tough go up the past 2 weekends.
It's okay. He's doing just fine, and again, it's baseball, and some days, like I said, some days they swing at a pitch, they hit it out.
Mm-hmm.
They swing at the same one, they ground out.
Yeah. Well, Friday it was pouring down rain. We're hitting all these bombs, and then Saturday was kind of nice. And
yeah, I was calculating math in my head. I think on Friday nights alone in the SEC, which we've only had 2, we're outscoring opponents 26-6. And then on Saturday, we haven't won a Saturday.
Have you heard about the third inning stat? Y'all are outscoring opponents like 56-10 in the third.
Just the third
inning.
That's pretty stupid.
See, I didn't get that in depth, but just going off SEC.
Well, you got out of there before.
Are you?
Okay, hey, that's why. Yeah. There we go.
Are you doing this on your phone in the middle of the game? You're just I wonder what. Oh, okay. I mean,
when you're just chewing gum or eating seeds, you kind of put the numbers together. Yeah.
Is it weird only playing like once a week?
Kind of, but you just get used to it.
Yeah.
Like in high school, you played every day.
Yeah. No, it's.
But college is like a little bit of a. I guess there's a totem pole in college, obviously, but it's kind of like a punch in the gut, like a humbling gut.
Was it nice you pitched twice last week?
Yeah, two starts in 1 week. That's rare.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna get a third against Tennessee Tech, but no.
Glad we got them back.
We were talking. I was talking to the guys in the locker room. I'm like, to the freshmen, like, you guys don't know who these guys are. You just don't know.
Yeah, they become Superman.
And I was talking to Cal. I was like, watch, we're just gonna blow them out, and they're not gonna get the full effect.
Yeah.
Tennessee Tech, of course.
Yeah.
But I will say it was 1-0 there for a while.
Yeah.
It started to feel like
here we go again.
Here we go.
Did you think about maybe leaving like a wooden bat in like Tony's locker that week? Just like, hey, remember that?
Real stupid.
Do y'all give him a hard time about it like people do online?
No.
Does anybody? You think it'd be funny if you did, or you think he'd hate it? Like you're giving him,
you would have to catch him on the right day.
You're giving him a hard time not because you think it's funny, but because you see people online going after him for it.
Then he'd probably hate it.
Okay.
But if it was just you to him, then.
But yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. Like it is what it is. I mean,
game. He's done coach just fine in midweeks.
Yeah, no,
I just
think it's funny that
different.
You go to Smoky Stadium, big deal. Play with wooden bats, big deal. And then you lose to Tennessee Tech. It's just funny how it all culminates. It's baseball, like you said. I mean,
guys happen. Hits one dead center.
Yeah.
You're just like with the wooden
bat. It was before like Ben finally found his slider and such. Yeah. So like everybody, like the whole scouting report said, sit heater. Of course.
Yeah.
If you time it up twice, I think
just close your eyes and swing.
Yeah. I mean, but look at him now.
Yeah. Right. No, yeah. I mean, yeah, just how all that happened. I think it's very funny that everyone blames the wooden bats.
I
And
don't
so
think-
that's why
I
I think it's
really-
funny.
I really don't think, because if you watch that game over and over, there's a guy who was throwing a curveball.
In the dirt.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is
But-
what it is.
it is what it is. But hey, it's baseball.
It's baseball.
It's nuts.
Do you feel like you're doing a good job this year of killing the narrative?
See, I didn't understand. See, I respect Burns a lot. I knew you were going there.
I don't.
but,
That's
like,
not for me. That's not
It's
even a
a-
shot
it's
at
okay.
Burns. That's a shot at Wake Forest
It's-
and their social media team.
I don't know
They
what.
deleted the tweet.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Like, the narrative's always been there. Burns has been good. Like,
Yeah.
Burns is.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Very good. It's not like he just was like a freshman that didn't pitch here and then went to Wake Forest and
Right.
then started
Is a
pitching
stud
good.
now.
Yeah.
But no, like,
They found
I still
they found a
talk to
diamond in
him.
the rough. Okay.
I
They,
still talk to him. I got him on NHL. I got
Oh, yeah?
him, and he's like, he beat me a couple times, but yeah, I respect what he did, and I know people don't like him anymore around here, but you know,
which I didn't get that feeling, and I still don't know if that is like for the majority. I'm sure there's some people that are like, oh, you transfer, screw you.
He didn't go to LSU. So
Yeah,
that was-
he didn't go to a rival
rival.
either. So it's like, you know,
No,
who cares? He's
I-
out. He's gone. I honestly kind of forgot he's a Wake Forest until they sent the tweet.
Yeah,
I just don't care.
when I was talking to him doing the whole portal thing. I mean, nothing really came up in the SEC.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm not saying like SEC schools didn't want him.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's not the case, but I think he specifically.
LSU put in a strong ass offer.
I think
Per Will
he
Wade.
specifically wanted to go somewhere that benefited him. That's
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't blame him for what he did. I just, like I said, I think it's funny that Wake Forest tweeted that out. because
Yeah.
What's number one? What's the narrative? No one knows. We're still asking.
I don't know.
They did move him up to Friday. Did you see that?
They did.
In fact, I mean, I think everyone was the opposite of like, that kid's really freaking good,
Yeah.
especially after he goes from being a freshman All-American starter to one of the best bullpen guys
Yeah,
in,
and
in the nation.
I get like sometimes our fans are, our Tennessee fans.
Yeah.
They kind of like went after him. I was like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that to a guy who's,
Yeah.
done it for us. Like,
Yeah.
He sent us home,
Yeah. It's one of those things that
I think
it's like the sucky part of sports fandom,
Yeah.
but it's also one of those things that when you think about it, it's like, well, not everybody's a good person, and you don't get like super passionate fans
Yeah.
without people that are like way too over the top.
I mean, I
with
look
it.
at it like us trading Kenny Pickett.
yeah.
It's like, dang, but I'm not going to hate the organization.
And you don't know what happened like behind the scenes. Like you only
Yeah.
see like, oh, I'm leaving Tennessee to go to Wake Forest, which is another really good baseball program. But you're saying like, hey, I'm cool with what he did, like whatever.
I'm cool with what he did. I
Yeah.
mean,
And I feel like
got
if,
us all home, so it's
if
not-
Tennessee fans like heard like the baseball team probably talk about that, I think they'd have a different.
They probably
take.
would.
It changed some minds, but I think there's still people that are so just like
Yeah.
Tennessee, the school, the team does no wrong.
Yeah. I hope he does well unless he faces Tennessee.
Yeah,
no
then I
more.
hope-
Then I'm like,
No, I hope he does really well, and he's already been named ACC pitcher like what,
Yeah.
3 times this year of the week. I mean,
Yeah.
like 3 times.
man, that's pretty good.
Which
And another thing about the portal, it's funny to see like on Twitter and stuff when we get a guy from the portal.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yeah, and then
it's a give and
when
take.
somebody, when somebody leaves for the portal, they're like, oh, you shouldn't have left. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, it's so much give and take that, like I said, I think there would be some reasonable people that would see it that way, but it's just sports fans are insane.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That everyone loves Billy Amick. And it's like he's did essentially what
Well, yeah, he
Chase
left
Burns did.
Like,
Yeah.
Clemson, where not only he was successful, like that's a team that
They're good. This
in
year, too.
any other
They're-
regional they
they're like-
probably advance. Not any other, but
Yeah.
several other regionals they advance. Like
yeah.
it's one of those things that's just like you can't cheer for one and boo the guy for the other. You don't have to cheer for Chase Burns, but like just forget about him. He's
The
not your
portal
team. Who
giveth,
cares?
the portal
Yeah.
taketh. That's what
Sure.
happens.
William Shakespeare.
The portal is kind of like out of control though, right? I'm not saying necessarily like in
Yeah,
your like
it's-
you have guys, the dude from Alabama that's where I can't
Luke Holman.
football.
Oh,
What's his name? I don't remember. He transferred to Iowa. Now he's already back at Alabama.
Oh,
I don't even
Caden
know.
Proctor.
Caden Proctor.
I don't know that.
Yeah,
He's an
it's-
offensive lineman.
Yeah. And he transferred to Iowa, then got Iowa in trouble for tampering, and now he's back at Alabama for spring practice. It's like that one. I'm like, I don't know how you exactly. I mean, I guess you just say you can't do it, but I'm like, it's hard to be like,
Imagine coming back. You left,
yeah, I don't really get it.
and then you came back.
I get like,
bit of a
if a new coach comes in, you want to go fill the portal out. I get that, but
I just
you
think
transfer a school, like you shouldn't be able to come
Yeah.
back.
just the portal was weird to me, and obviously it was different from when I was a freshman compared to now.
Yeah.
Because like portal, you can just go hop in, hop out, hop back in. Apparently,
Well, then I
Yeah.
mean, transfer how many schools you want to. It's like
yeah,
that's how I make
it's-
transfer once, okay. Transfer twice, okay. Transfer 3 times, buddy. It's probably you.
Yeah,
Like-
I
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about the portal because it's so different now. And then obviously NIL. Like
Yeah.
I think my kids are gonna have to sign a contract to college. Like here's
Yeah.
like here's 4 years, 200,000 or something.
Wow, it's not bad.
So like, well, it's not bad, but
Your kid's gonna go to Tennessee.
I have no idea. I don't even know what sport he's gonna like. But if he doesn't like baseball,
Golf.
golf, we are going golf.
Okay. Tennessee's got a good program.
Yeah, they do.
There you go. Tennis,
Badminton, maybe.
that'd be sick.
Pickleball.
That would also be sick.
So is that like the new thing?
It's like a rich person thing.
It's
I feel like.
it would be like if
It's like people that are too lazy to
What's
play
a-
tennis, play pickleball.
And wanna
yeah.
go outside because they don't want to play ping pong.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah, it's like a baby between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's the rule? Like I know there's a line that you can't
Oh,
cross.
brother. I don't know.
But,
I
like
don't
you
know.
have to let it bounce. Because I'm like, if they hit it up,
I think you can.
spiking
I
it.
think you still hit it like that.
yeah.
I don't understand the rules at all. I've never played it.
Hmm.
Played a little tennis.
Tennis. Me and Kirby played tennis one time. We were just at the tennis courts,
Just going at it.
just going at it.
That should be your off day
I was
routine.
sweaty.
Oh, dude, it's tough.
It's tough. I didn't know
It'd be-
how wide it was. Like
yeah.
it looks wide, but dear lord.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of running. It's a
Oh.
good little cardio.
Mhm.
I would say it'd be a
what I'm
good
doing.
off day activity, but if you really get into like the serves, it's not necessarily good on your
If
shoulder
you're
either.
playing a game set match.
Yeah.
we'll be here for 3 hours.
Deuce.
Right.
Dude.
Are y'all competitive when you
Well, we only
go
play
at it?
like tennis like twice.
well, I mean just like anything.
yeah. I mean,
It's
we
too competitive to go
want
out
to
there
win.
and just
Want to win. Just will.
yeah.
Well,
That's
was
fair.
Southern Indiana like an awesome moment for the two of y'all?
That felt so good because, like I said, I had so much fun, and that was the first time like we pitched in a game together. Shout out to Derek Schaefer though; he did get an out. Derek
Mm.
Schaefer did get an out, so shout out to him, young freshman. He's going to be very good. He's going to be very good.
Okay.
But
Don't trust your opinion now.
it just felt really good, and it felt nice.
Mm.
Felt nice to finally have a game where we both pitched, not just a batter here and there, but like 8.2 innings.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep, that's me and Kurt.
Do you envy his position where he can go in and throw one pitch or one out, sometimes not even an inning, and then he's done? Do you envy that, or do you like to get in the get in the groove?
I like to get in the groove. I'm a
Okay.
big get in the groove guy, but
What's your song? Do you have a song?
yeah,
What is it?
my walkout,
Uh
it's Hot by Pitbull and Daddy Yankee.
huh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
I
Don't
like
get to hear it much.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, like come at because you're.
Yeah, you're usually.
Or do they
stars.
play it in the starter role?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I've
Yeah.
never heard them because it's not like a
He's too busy getting
thing.
nachos. He's
Yeah.
too busy getting beer.
I guess I didn't realize starting pitchers had a song.
Yeah, Beams is White Horse.
Okay.
I don't know what Kazi's is, but it usually happens like right away.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it just feels like they're probably playing just another random song over the last week.
Well,
at
and they're
that
like
point.
talking sometimes too.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
yeah. There's a little bit of noise like implemented in there as well.
Yeah.
I didn't notice. Yeah, I thought that was for bullpen guys. Pitcher was.
No, it's for everybody.
I'm not
Well,
dogging
I'm
you
both.
over here.
I'm both though.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever. I haven't gotten to go to many midweek games. Used to live 2 hours away, and then before that, so I don't. Have you? I guess you came out of the bullpen some midweeks, right?
My freshman year. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, not a lot though.
Not a lot, because
Mostly
sophomore year I
started.
started.
Yeah.
Well, then Blade did a few rehab starts because
Okay.
he was hurt, and we can talk about that now because it was 2 years ago. That was
Yeah.
22. So he had a few starts, and then I came out of the bullpen some. But overall, like I started every midweek thing.
Okay.
Do you have a preference, or you just like to throw?
I just like throw.
Okay. Do
Baseball
you ever
guy.
wish you could swing it again? Could you still swing
You
it?
know, I didn't run this by Coach V yet, but when we play Belmont, if it's kind of a big lead, comfortability is high. Hey, let me go play the outfield and then come in swinging.
Okay.
Who did that
That's one
last
last
year?
Joyce. Or
Joyce.
Halvey did too.
Okay.
Where are you at in the outfield? Wherever. Or?
I'm right. I feel
Okay.
more comfortable in right.
You gonna rob
I was
one?
thinking like me, Curb, Stom, last midweek, last ride.
Curb and center.
We'll put Curb in center.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about racing Kirby out to first base to get all the batting gear?
No, that's his thing.
You should do it one time just to mess with him.
Randomly one.
Yeah.
Just beat him.
Just right.
That's a position I'd play in baseball if I had one. Is
Yeah.
that guy?
Yeah. I
You
don't know about beating them though.
Do you have a dugout job?
Sit there, look pretty, eat gum, chew seeds.
at the end.
I'm more on the bench and then I move.
Okay. It was weird, like seeing like Sunday, seeing like the whole team like line up for the national anthem, and you and Curb were usually like the last two to go in the dugout. It was weird seeing you at the mound, and Kirby
Yeah.
was there by himself.
Dang, poor Kirby. Poor guy.
Basketball. You want to talk some basketball? You made 25 brackets.
25?
Yeah.
That's a lot of brackets.
Like, yeah,
That's so
I
many.
made 5 women's brackets too.
Oh
I
my
made one
God.
with one of us, or Tennessee winning,
Okay,
and
still alive.
still alive. But I created like about 3 or 4 that are legit. I gave thought, switched some games around, and then the others were kind of see how perfect we could get. Because you never know.
No. What's your best bracket right now? Like, what are you shooting?
Oh, best bracket I think has, last time I checked, which was like earlier, it had like UConn winning.
Is that like do you have any big bust in there? Like, do you have like Kentucky going far or
I had
Auburn?
going far.
Yeah, I had Auburn losing to Yale.
But the one I paid attention to, I had Kentucky going far.
Mhm.
I had them Elite 8 not because
They should be in the
Just
Elite Eight.
upsets happen.
they should be. It's just like I thought, they were kind of good I didn't really watch the SEC tournament, which I should. But I had Mississippi
Florida,
State.
didn't they?
Mississippi State bounced first round. I had Colorado beating Florida.
Okay.
Even though Florida went on that run, I was like,
they had what's his name get hurt too.
They were a team that played really good against good teams. Like if they played Marquette in the second round, they probably would have gave them a run for their money.
Yeah.
But like they played an okay Colorado team, and I was like, no. I do a little research on it. I mean, I'm not.
So where'd you have NC State going? They're hot right now.
NC State. I had them winning, but again, I had Kentucky.
Yeah,
and then Oakland. Oh. But one bracket. Random 25. When you click that random button,
so you don't even like fill them out. You just
well, yeah, because that would take forever. I had NC State Sweet 16. There's Oakland. I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay.
So there was something there. I mean, I have a perfect bracket if I were to put everything together.
Oh yeah, there you go.
For my 25. But
yeah,
that it's just
they should give you something for
that. Yeah, But I mean, it's so hard to get a perfect bracket. And now that I've been watching like basketball for quite a long time, I'm 22 now. I still remember when Florida Gulf Coast beat Georgetown.
Oh yeah,
that busted my bracket. That was years ago.
We talked about it this year. The Lob City. You know what they call them?
Lob City.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to get a perfect bracket. Now that next year I'm going to go into it going, you know what? This team's win. I'm going to have like a weird bracket because that's basically what happens.
Yeah.
It's just I this year especially I overpicked the upsets.
I did.
Like I didn't pick Oakland, but there's a lot that I trying to remember who I think I had Nevada winning, which
They should've.
technically
They
on
should've.
paper wasn't an upset, but in terms of seeding,
Yeah.
They should have
um,
won anyway. They were up.
trying to remember some other random ones that didn't
my
happen. I mean,
wife
I did
had-
have Yale
I had
beating Auburn.
Duquesne. You did?
I had Duquesne in one and didn't have them in the other.
Yeah. See, that's
Yeah.
how I created my brackets. Flip flop.
Right. But yeah, there's like none of them I could piece together the upsets.
And
they're
I've
just
noticed
weird.
that after the first round you can kind of really pick the winners easy. But then that second round, I feel like everything's close.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
seeding
especially
don't even
now, it's
matter.
like I don't know what to pick.
Like, I mean, UConn looks.
Unbeatable.
They're
Yeah.
running
That spread at 10.5. I'm like, might take that. Might take that.
Hey, storyline. This is a rematch of a blowout last year.
But yeah, then there.
Final Four.
Well, so yes, that makes me think like otherwise. But
No, UConn's really good.
yeah, but also they like re-ranked the top 16, and San Diego State's last. No, San Diego State.
Oh.
They have San Diego
See,
State.
you can't go off of that though,
No,
because
you
it's
can't.
March.
I know.
Because NC State's won what,
Key ingredients, madness.
like 7 straight games.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be.
We say madness, but like it's kind of worked out. Besides NC State, it's kind of worked out everything else.
Yeah. Which
Like
It-
it's
it
like it's
has.
supposed to.
I wanted the New Mexico Lobos. I was
Yeah.
high on them,
Yeah, they got.
but then they just.
I think I picked them to win. Yeah, the first
I
round
picked
game.
them. I picked them Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Because I thought if they win against Clemson, I figured they would.
My wife had a perfect bracket the first day. The
What?
second,
Never. I've never had that.
No.
the
Day
first
one,
day,
never.
and then the second day, I think Kentucky and Auburn both played. She picked them in the national championship. They both
Mhm.
lost.
How did she pick? Literally random, or was it at least like school
Well,
colors?
she was like, "Give me your ESPN app,"
Okay,
and so
like
I handed
probably
her
like
the
a lot
phone,
of
and she like
records
looked up like records and went off that.
I'd like to know
I
how
don't
she
know
picked,
what her algorithm
picked
was.
like Yale and Duquesne. I would love to hear that.
Yeah, I
And
don't
then-
know.
I love.
She didn't know how to say it. So
I love when like somebody still. Well, nobody does now, but like let's say after 3 days, because I know years ago there used to be perfect brackets when
Mhm.
like 15 seeds won, and you go on ESPN and look at it, you're like, there's no way they sat there
yeah,
and picked St. Peter's to go to the. There's just no way.
Right.
Somebody told them, "Oh, just pick St. Peter's."
there was some like
Peacocks, baby, love them.
there's some NFL player that had
Bijan.
like, huh?
Bijan
Yeah,
Robinson.
he had a really good
Look
bracket.
at that
I think
guy.
it was perfect through the round of 32.
Yeah, he was.
Or
oh,
no,
man.
sorry, because that was last weekend. It was definitely
First
perfect
round?
first day.
Yeah,
But I want to say like at least through maybe Friday
Mhm.
last week, he
Oh,
had a
yeah.
perfect round or
Because
perfect
he
Joey,
picked
who did you
Yale.
pick?
He picked Yale
or
and
through
then
Saturday. Sorry.
I think
I made like 20 brackets as well.
See, look at that.
We're
Look at that.
not here to play school. We just
No,
make
no
brackets.
school. No, when March comes around, no school.
So you do them on ESPN. I do one on ESPN with just in a group with my family. But I do paper brackets.
See,
I like filling
I
out
like the
paper
old
brackets.
style, old school. I
So
like
I've
that
I have
a lot.
3 paper brackets. And then I have one that I pick round by round. So
Okay,
I don't pick the whole bracket. So that one obviously
it's perfect.
look not perfect,
Oh, it's not perfect,
but it looks better. But
Yeah.
I'm picking round by round because I knew Oakland advanced, for example.
nice.
Yeah,
If
it's
everybody
fun.
looked at that, you'd be like, "Dang, you big Yale."
Pretty good.
I hang it up. Yeah.
Killing it.
I tell people this is how I'm smart.
Look
I'm a
at me.
genius. So smart. I made the trip to Charlotte. A couple years ago, 2019, we played Auburn in the SEC championship. I went and watched us that morning. I decided to go. We got blown out. And then last Friday night, I decided to go, and I sat in there, and Landon had the thought too. He was like, "This is Caleb's fault." I was like, "This is my fault. Why did I come to this game?" So I will not be returning to Omaha with you all because
Okay.
probably not the best. You don't
I'll
want
be
me there.
in spirit.
Yeah, you don't want me there.
I wonder if y'all could sneak me in like a manager bag. No way.
You can sneak golf clubs. Apparently, I don't know why we can't fit you.
Jesus.
I would
Yeah.
love to go to Omaha. I'd love to take a couple jealous shots.
Yeah, I mean, you probably know where everything's at in Omaha now.
Well, that place that does it is like right next to the stadium,
Oh, really?
and then LSU was there, and I mean there was a lot of purple and gold. A lot of
Yeah, they
We'll
kind of get
travel
to
well.
which Tennessee's we're getting there, but they kind of get to book their trip way ahead of time.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, they had
LSU kind of knew.
I mean, they had to. We met. If you think about it, we may never see the 1-2 pick in the draft
yeah.
on the same team ever again.
Oh,
I would almost say no chance.
Like you, like it maybe in like 30 years.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, it's quite the
That's pretty unheard of.
no. We got to play him how many times
Yeah.
last season?
Well, to be fair, we did in 21. We swept them, and then we swept them again. So we went 5-0. So that was kind of their
Yeah.
payback. So
That's fair.
see, it works both ways.
Yeah.
The box. Speaking of like in the future, Tennessee's got some really good freshmen. Pitching wise, we saw Ariel Antigua kind of debut a little bit. What do you think about some of those guys?
Ariel, that doesn't surprise me because when he was doing that in the fall, it was like,
Dog.
geez, this guy can scoop it no matter where the balls hit. It was like kind of impressive, but that didn't really surprise me. I know that's like not great to say to the public, but
You've seen it.
As a locker room, everybody'd be like, yeah, that's Ariel for you. And then obviously you speak of a lot of young freshman pitchers. I mean, we got Matthew Dallas, we got Dylan Lloyd, we got Derek Schaefer, Braden Sharp, and then obviously red shirts in there. But yeah, the future's pretty bright for Tennessee pitching, and obviously at shortstop. And Dean Curley.
He's pretty good too.
Dean Curley's pretty good.
He's all right.
I think he'll play third when Billy's gone. I
Okay.
think that will, like, I'm saying like next year. Next year, you know what I mean?
Who plays second?
I don't know. I don't know the right side
Portal?
of the infield just
We
yet.
get a portal guy.
I mean, heck,
Who knows?
Who's the best second baseman in the portal?
Well,
We'll
the
get
funny thing is, like, somebody's playing right now that's really, really good,
Mhm.
and that team doesn't know he's going to hop in the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like
crazy.
that's the crazy thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you're not banking on that kid leaving until he leaves. You're like, crap.
Well, hey, now we got to.
Yeah, replace that. Yeah. Yeah. Great to have depth. Tennessee's got a lot of it.
It's good to have depth. It really is, because that'll come later in the year.
Has anyone pointed out to Dean Curley that his name sounds like he should be playing baseball in like the 1950s?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, nobody pointed that out. But that now that you bring it up,
yeah, I think you all need to.
That seems like here's Dean Curley. And, you know,
that's the voice. That's it. You all need to get him like an old baseball card in like black and white printed for him.
And with him with like a
a
glove, like
with Kirby's mustache,
pancake glove.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like the pants that go up to there. Oh,
you should.
Boy, he's got a rocket of an arm. Something like that.
Oh, if you'd only had that ready for the Derby, man, that would have been a great introduction for him.
Yeah, I didn't have that one in the bag. And then
they needed 2 mics up there for you guys in the Derby.
Mic'd up?
Both of y'all
during a game.
Yeah, well, no, not during a game. I'm saying
imagine that conversation.
The Derby, the home run derby with you and Kirby. There was only 1 mic.
There was one. Well, they had it right here.
Oh, okay.
So, but up in the scoreboard, there was 1 mic over the loud, but we were both mic'd up.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So they could hear us.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Do they ever mic you up for like games or practices?
I've never been mic'd up.
They mic up players. I saw where they put out a video with Vitello mic'd up the other day.
Oh, something like that. We haven't had a player mic'd up in a while for practice. I mean,
is that probably a good decision?
I hope I'm the guy. I mean, that'd be funny.
I'd tune in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll click on that YouTube video.
Was it weird not having Frank Sunday? Or is that something y'all are kind of used to?
Well, I know the freshmen aren't used to it, but I'm kind of used to it. Yeah. But it was nonchalant how he got tossed.
You think he had like a late day plan or something?
No, because Cal told me this. He's like, Coach A looked at him at the home plate umpire with a smile on his face. He said, "Now I know you're not going to throw me out," and that's when it was so funny. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. It's just weird. I mean, he takes a lot of off days. It would seem, So I thought maybe he just started planning them.
Last year that he had to miss the first game, or was it this year? Oh, it was last year. Last year, because that was the Gilbert incident. Got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, he likes just getting sent home early, man.
He'll tell you like it is. Like if he's not getting the call that he should get, and the other team's definitely getting the call that he thinks we should be getting too.
Yeah. I just like that Landon said Cal came into the dugout and Vitello was like, "What'd he say?" And he's like, "Nothing." I just like the thought of just like Frank looking at the umpires like, That's enough.
Why?
I've heard.
He's
enough
got
of
that
you.
stare.
He's got that glare. Yeah. He's all hoodied up
Oh yeah.
in 96-degree weather.
Yeah, it's that's kind of insane.
Hey, but
It works.
it works.
What are you gonna do?
It works.
Pretty good.
So is he or his mound visits pretty straightforward?
You know, to be
Just-
quite honest, I've never.
Have you not had one?
I've
Okay.
never had one with.
So-
Oh,
thinking-
you just get V.
I just get big. So I know I'm coming out, boys. Because I know V's not coming out here and say, "Hey, throw it over the white deal."
Yeah. No.
Nope.
He should go out there one
Does
time.
V
just to
say
mess with you.
anything, or he just like? Good
Well, he
job?
says. Well, he says what's kind of on his mind, but it's more like situational stuff.
Yeah.
Like, hey, watch out for the bunt here. Well, the pitcher's coming in,
Mm,
so like you're listening to it, like, oh yeah,
yeah.
wish I was still out here, but it's okay.
You just got that lonely walk back to the dugout.
It's kind of is lonely. It feels farther when you get pulled.
Yeah. And you
Unless
gotta-
it's like a good, like you did good, then it's like short lived.
Yeah.
But like when,
it helps when people like stand up and clap for you.
Oh,
but,
yeah,
but
yeah.
if you're coming
When-
out
when
for
you-
like a bad
when
reason,
when you look up and everybody's just looking at you, oh, but it feels like
then you got to
it's-
hop over the baseline.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
You don't have the drunk guy yelling at you though, do you? On the bad ones.
I heard that guy.
You haven't heard him since that one night?
Mm-mm.
All right.
Sometimes chirping on the road is funny because you kind of make friends with the dudes that are chirping.
Yeah.
It's like I'm the same age as you, pal. Come
Yeah.
on now.
Yeah.
I just have a job. You got free time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, you do make 25 brackets.
You can't
It's a lot of free time.
You can't click a random button.
I went to this was, I don't know, two years ago. I went to a lot of Johnson City Doughboys games. So the summer league
Summer
team.
league. Yeah.
Yeah, I would sit behind the opposing team dugout. Just essentially all the pitchers because they don't have anything else to do.
Oh
that
yeah,
night.
the pitchers don't have anything.
You end up making friends with them by the end of the
Oh
game.
yeah.
And just give them a hard time. Just
If your chirps are good, but like I'm not gonna say like hurtful because if you're hurtful, that's kind of
yeah, no,
if
you're
you're going like personal, that's on you.
yeah, no,
Like,
you don't
come
do that.
on. Like make fun of my like shoes or like,
Yeah.
glove or something.
Yeah.
But like we're easily persuaded to be
Yeah.
friends.
I ended up giving a Zen to one of the pitchers. We made friends.
see
that-
that's it.
That year they had a first base coach. I'm not kidding. One of the biggest human beings I've ever seen.
Okay.
And he kept drinking out of a bottle. So I was asking what was in there. There's got to be something in there. Like this dude was ginormous. I wish I knew his name.
Creatine.
I looked it up. Probably, honestly, that's probably what it was. My favorite part though is I'm sure you guys get into this. Like they were like eating PB&Js in the dugout.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? Are you even an athlete?
Y'all eat in there? Y'all get like smoothies?
You haven't not done it before, right?
I'm not a big PB&J guy, but like we do eat snacks because our team room's like right behind the dugout, so we can just.
It's not necessarily a habit, but
It's not a habit. It's just like, dude, I haven't eaten in 3 innings. Maybe I should grab a bar.
Grab a bar. I like that.
it makes sense.
Yeah, you can do when you're a pitcher, you can do about anything you want, especially when you're not throwing. Like
Yeah.
you're not throwing. It's a great game. You just sit back.
Does it feel weird? Do you feel like a coach? You're just like, I'm just here supporting the guys.
No, you just feel like
Like a
You're a
dad.
fan.
Like a
Fan.
dad in the stand.
yeah, like oh, it's my son.
Where are the vibes better, the bullpen or the dugout?
Bullpen, obviously,
Okay.
but we don't sit down there,
Hmm.
so we kind of get sent down there. But when there is
Have
time
you-
in the
I
bullpen,
was about to say, I'm sure you spent like
Yeah.
sitting down, like
Well,
sitting back there for like an inning at least,
oh yeah,
right?
it's
okay.
it's great.
You ever get
Yeah.
hot and then they don't put you in? You're just
Yeah, I've had that happen,
Hmm.
and that's just part of it. Because like, let's say
Honestly, I would do that just to, like mess with you. Be like, you're going in. Nah, I'm just,
it's just sometimes it's just like matchup based for bullpen guys. Like if
Mm-hmm.
there's a lefty on deck, but there's like 2 outs, and like a righty's on the mound for like a right-handed hitter up right now, you're getting hot. You're
Yeah.
ready to go for the next hitter, and then he gets him out. It's like
Yeah.
it's just
Sit
Mhm.
down.
sit
Those
down.
seats are comfy back. They
Yeah,
look
they are.
comfy, I should say.
They are.
I've never sat in them.
They are comfy.
we need to. Yeah, no one sits in those seats. Let's go. Let's get those.
I I know, right? They should do for like football, like if we do some like a bullpen tailgate, you know,
We're in. I'll be
Yeah.
there.
like just a bullpen tailgate.
I mean, I think they should have every week.
Like if we have a Saturday practice before a game, like you should be able to tailgate in, in the bullpen.
I've always said they should open up the party deck for
Yeah, you get us a
football
spot,
tailgates.
we'll have everything you need there.
Yep, more important issues.
Yeah.
That's right.
I know where you guys are.
Yeah.
You guys always been at that same spot?
So we moved since the last time you came. We're up by the church now.
Okay. Yeah, you're up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're up more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're up like right next to the bridge,
next to the bridge. Yeah.
overlooking the river.
Oh.
It's scenic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does that work?
Well, we got kind of pissed off of that lot. They
We show
wouldn't
up early
open
for
it.
games.
Yeah, we show up too early. And they wouldn't open it. And you have to wait on this random guy that the city sells it to open the gate.
Like, is it just chain link?
Yeah,
we've got a lock.
Well, like we've like taken stuff in before because you can walk into it.
Yeah.
It's just parking lot. Obviously, they made us take it out one time.
Yeah.
Before we
So
could
we said,
pull in.
not getting our money.
That
Yeah.
seems-
For the for the Alabama game, obviously we went crazy. We got there at like 4:30 that morning.
Yeah.
So
nuts.
It was a
That was a
long day.
great game to be a part of.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
oh, for
Great
sure.
game.
Were you there?
Yeah.
On
You
the field?
See, I think if we like wear one of those hats,
I think we just get on the field.
I think so. I
You
think
guys
it'd
seem
be
like you're on the
pretty
field
easy.
often.
Well, when you're a pitcher, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, like I said, when you're a pitcher, you can do it.
They honor you all at almost every game, so you're down there for some amount of time.
Yes,
I know-
we have recruits and stuff, and
It does seem like you guys get honored a lot, which is cool. I'm not dogging you, but
Hang the
they
banner.
take pride in that field though. Like if you step on that, oof. I mean, I've heard of people sneaking in the stadiums. I heard I think they're pretty locked down there. They got laser systems.
Mm.
that's what they say. Is
Heck,
that true?
Me and Kirby, we were in Dallas. I mean, we just walked up to some security people and said, "Hey, can we get in here to the AT&T Stadium?"
While y'all are there
Yeah,
for
we
baseball,
were just walking.
pitchers can do anything,
No, no, no.
man.
We were just like this. We were like, I wonder if we can get in here. Like, nah.
Were you wearing that hat?
Yeah.
That's it, man.
We walk up to this. Like Kirby makes a sob story. Oh, my grandma's a big, blah blah blah. And I was like,
Oh my
no, watch it.
God.
The girl,
The American Idol story. This
girl at
poor
the
security
desk,
guard.
the older girl at the desk was like, she wasn't buying it. So I was like, look, we just want to take a picture. That's it. That's all we want. So we went with the security teams, went up an elevator, just stood like right there. I took a video, took a picture, and then I asked where Jerry Sweet was because
Mhm.
obviously
Yeah.
pointed out. And I was like, hey, that's it. We were in there for like 5 minutes.
Still pretty cool.
And then Choctaw Stadium, which is called now, but the old Ranger Stadium,
Mhm.
got in there. That was easy though, because there was
Yeah.
construction going on. I mean,
Okay.
anybody could
My
do
kid's
that.
definitely going to be a pitcher.
Me and Kerr,
Must be nice.
Is that what you do on away trips? Just kind of wander around?
yeah. When me and Curb got there, I told Curb, I'm like, we're gonna try to get into AT&T. Let's just
See what happens.
See
They
what
say no, they
happens.
say no. Whatever.
yeah, it's not a big deal. But I mean, there's nothing. I mean, in Alabama, Banky Hunley, Kirby, and I think Matthew Downs was with us as well. We just went on a walk in Bama. Oh, Drew Beam and AJ Russell were there too. We just went on a walk, and all of a sudden, we're 45-minute walk from the hotel. We're standing next to Bryant-Denny Stadium. We're like, what the heck?
So, did you Uber
We
back?
didn't-
We'll say I'm
get in.
Ubering back.
We didn't get in. We didn't get in.
Mm.
Did
We
you
had
go-
some managers pick us up.
Oh.
So we didn't have to waste our money on Uber.
Oh my god.
Did you go to Saban's statue and pay your respects?
I did. It's actually pretty neat there.
It is.
This is pretty neat. I like how they on the walkway towards the stadium they have like their conference champions and the national champions
Yeah.
in the middle. But yeah, I mean,
It kind of shows the disparity between like college sports and the communities they're at when you walk around Tuscaloosa and then you show up to like this gorgeous venue that is Bryant-Denny. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah,
and
that's
then
pretty
the
shocking.
sorority houses are
Yeah.
locked in.
And
Like it's gated, and they're all right there, and they're all like seems like $4.2 million mansion.
yeah,
You're like, Jiminy.
yeah, pretty crazy.
I hate Alabama.
But it's okay. I mean, that's just something. Just like if you were there, you'd be like, "Oh, this is cool." it's not no game day. It's just something to look at.
Game day is kind of.
Did you see Willie? Roll Tide Willie?
No, I did not.
What if he was chirping
He's
you
too
at a baseball
Hollywood now, I
game?
think.
I
He's
don't
too
think-
mainstream.
If he was chirping, I would laugh. But
don't think you wouldn't be able to understand
I
him.
mean, I don't think he was even at the games that weekend.
Oh, so he's not even a real fan.
He's probably he's famous now. So
Yeah.
You show up for if you
mainstream.
aren't showing up for a Tennessee Alabama game, you're not a fan, in my opinion.
So that brings a great question. So, like, who is our biggest rival? Because everybody says Florida, but then everybody
Whoever we're
thinks
playing.
Alabama.
I mean, it is like I think
it's different from sport to sport.
but it's also like
Think
a generational thing where the 90s, it was kind of like, because we beat Alabama all through the 90s.
yeah.
So it kind of like became more highly contested with Florida because that's when they were really good.
Okay.
That was when Spurrier was there. That's when
Visor guy.
dude won the Heisman. Blanking on his name. Oh my gosh.
Wait, who? From Florida?
Yeah. But so when my dad was growing up though, it was Alabama. It was a rivalry. So like I mean, obviously you naturally being a Tennessee fan, but like that was kind of like ingrained to me. Like we hate Alabama. So that's like for me, football, it's no question Alabama.
Joey, who do you hate the most? Rivalry wise? Just Florida?
See Florida,
Okay.
If Tennessee gets good and we keep playing Georgia every year, like,
close.
yeah, the next 10 years, like there'll be people that just hate Georgia more than others, I think, just because
So
of
like
the way.
baseball is like different. Whereas like
See, Bama's not like our biggest rival.
No.
Right.
It's probably Vandy.
It's
yeah,
Vandy.
it's definitely
That's
Vandy.
easy.
Which
Yeah.
I mean, even like Vanderbilt, because Vanderbilt used to beat Tennessee, and like when I say used to, like in the early 1900s,
Yeah.
and Tennessee, that was the biggest rivalry for
Yeah.
60 years.
Yeah.
And now it's an afterthought.
So it's kind of like it varies every 10 years.
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah.
yeah, I'd say it takes like 10 years
In
to get
basketball, it's-
established.
Basketball is Kentucky.
Well,
Kentucky.
that one's obvious.
Yeah.
That one's kind of.
So yeah, it differs for sure. But
And then like Vanderbilt used to be a huge basketball game, but Vanderbilt sucks so much lately.
all the
Not
above
anymore.
is a great answer too. Just everybody.
Yeah. I was just wondering who.
But like
the
Arkansas
biggest-
and LSU could be like besides Vandy, like in baseball, that's probably up there.
It's probably up there.
Yeah.
But like we don't. It's
We don't-
like not,
we don't play
them
'em.
every year.
Exactly.
So,
So it's weird. So like it is Vandy, but after that it's like Florida maybe.
Yeah, it's got to be someone you play
It's like
every year.
Florida,
It's probably Florida.
yeah.
Florida's probably the only one that I think covers all sports.
You think so?
Yeah, that
'Cause
like
I feel like Florida's pretty consistent every.
Yeah.
like the care to hate them is equal across all sports because like there's a Alabama, everyone hates them in all the sports, but the care isn't there.
Now we talk about rivals, but like who's like one team that you kind of just like kind of respect, like you respect.
Mm.
In any sport.
Just overall kind of in the SEC.
See, I mean, I've always like respected Nick Saban and
Yeah.
Alabama because they've just been consistently so good.
Yeah,
Mm.
But I also don't think that's
you're just all the above.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's the same. Like I don't respect. I think Cal benefits from being a really good recruiter.
I don't think
he's an
LSU
awful
bothered
coach.
me until like baseball in recent years.
Yeah,
Because like we went down there for the football game a couple years ago.
They were
Had a
awesome.
fantastic time. Like loved every bit of it. But
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I don't respect any Alabama fans even as much as I respect.
yeah.
Like I do
Yeah.
respect like how Nick Saban's built it, but I think they're all
yeah, like
trash.
Every team has
Trash.
rivals, but there's obviously teams that you.
do you have one?
respect. Do I have one like in the SEC?
Mm-hmm.
Not a big like SEC guy, but if there was, I guess
Are you an ACC guy? Big Ten?
like if I'm honest, I'm like a Penn State football fan
Mm.
because like all my family's from Pennsylvania,
Hmm.
so that's why I like Pennsylvania sports. But I don't. I mean, I don't know if there
So
was
you hate
one,
Michigan?
No, I don't. I don't hate Ohio State. I don't hate Michigan. I'm
Okay.
not. I'm not like
Okay.
not like that.
Fair
But
weather
if there was
fan.
one SEC team like in baseball, I would like respect. It'd probably honestly be Vandy because like,
Yeah.
they've been there a long time. They've won
Check
a
bats.
lot of games. They check bats.
Do you hate the Vandy Whistler as much as fans hate the Vandy Whistler?
No, met him in Omaha. He was sitting outside our hotel, and we were just
Did he whistle at you?
no, no, no.
That's
No, we
weirdo.
were. It was us and a group of guys. I think it was in 21 when we lost. So we were just just out on town in Omaha, just having a good old time. And he's just there and just like, hey, what's your name? Just
Objectively, though, what he does sucks.
And he drives like a weird van. Have you seen it?
I heard like reports that he died.
Apparently, there's 2 of them, and one of them did die.
Yeah, I met that one.
The
That
one
one
that
was
died?
cooler. That was
Rip.
with the gray hair.
I don't know what.
Yeah,
it
he
is.
had a gray hair and like a little ponytail, but he was very nice. We were like, hey, do the whistle. And he did the whistle. It was
Ugh.
so cool.
It's terrible on TV.
But see, like,
It's
on
awful.
TV it's terrible, but like I said, once you like meet people,
Yeah,
kind of like, hey,
Oh yeah.
Like, if
yeah,
he's
yeah.
probably not as bad as I think he is.
well, let's just be honest. If you
He's
guys
probably
were
cool.
just in Alabama, big SEC weekend, and like you were just chilling like at your local restaurant, Nick Saban's like in the booth behind you, you'd be like, oh, hey,
Yeah.
Nick Saban. It's not
Yeah.
like
I mean,
I'd
I'm probably gonna
I'd probably
dog
buzz
him
around
for
the
ruining
fence.
college football and
no, you
making it
wouldn't.
miserable.
See, you
Making it
wouldn't do
miserable
that.
for me. I would probably give him a hard time about how miserable my life has been. Because
Yeah,
of him.
yeah,
Yeah, I
like
probably
a
would.
joke to yourself, but like you would.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm not a big Tom Brady fan, but I'd be like,
Yeah.
hey, how are
Yeah,
you?
that's true.
No. I don't know. I'm just I agree.
But
with
there
you.
are some people that would be like, oh, hey, like straight
Yeah.
up, like, hey, come on now.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I hate you, but
Can I get a picture?
thank God he retired.
Yeah.
Is it? Isn't Saban still kind of involved with the whole?
No, I'm
They-
sure they were
They
recruiting
say
well,
he is,
so
but I feel like
I
that
would assume.
never goes well when the retired
Yeah.
uber successful coach stays
Fulmer?
involved. Yeah.
I mean,
You ever
was
show up
pretty
and-
good. He was pretty good at what he did.
He ever show up and coach you all like he did the offensive line? That would have been
He would
awesome.
just come talk.
That would have been sick.
You do have a Serrano coaching first base.
Parker's funny. Parker Serrano. What a guy.
You I
I heard he was like little when he.
was about to say, have you seen a picture of him wearing the
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
uniform? He had to be real young.
he was like
10
little. 'Cause I know
maybe?
his dad.
Nine,
His
less
dad
than that?
coached here.
yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's kind of a cool story to see that how far he's come.
Yeah.
Now he's a
We need to get him on the show.
You guys. do.
I want to ask him about. He
What's-
was
what's it
3
like
for a little
standing
bit.
in the coach's box.
I want to know like why he went from 38 to 3 back to 38.
Yeah, he can tell you all that.
Okay,
Is
not,
it
not my place.
not your place? I'll
Not my
leave it
place.
alone.
interested.
Not my place on that one.
do you have any more questions for us before we've had you on for a while, so sorry
know.
about that.
I'm sorry.
No, I think I'm all good.
Okay, sure.
I'm
Who
good.
do you have this weekend? Tennessee, Creighton.
That's tough. But
How tough?
it's very tough. But I will say, if we're gonna put a prediction, I think our defense is good enough, and we play good physical basketball.
Okay.
But I'm just worried that if Creighton's shooting 40% from 3, we might be
Makes it hard to win games.
we might be in a little bit of trouble. But
Yeah.
I think our defense, like inside, will be fine. I'm just worried about the perimeter because in March, man, it's just
You never know.
one guy taking over the game, which yes, we have Connect and all that, and then who can shoot the 3-ball better and free throws. Free throws matter too.
We're shooting the ball pretty well from the free throw line. And
Mhm.
I mean, we've only played 2 games, but
Yeah,
so far
it is March.
this tournament,
Just trying
Love it.
pull up
So,
from
so
there.
I'll say Tennessee wins 84 because it's gonna be high scoring.
okay.
Like
If
80
Tennessee scores 84, they win, right?
well, they have
Ah,
to.
God, I hope so.
They have to,
yeah.
because Creighton's gonna score 80.
Okay.
So it's 84-80.
80 on our defense.
I think they shoot the 3-ball pretty well, but I think
Mm.
we slow it down enough. Like
When you
84-80, and if I'm right, what happens?
we're going to the Elite 8. That's what happened.
Well, okay, all right, well,
It's like Omaha. Lead 8's like Omaha.
yeah. If I get the score prediction right,
You know where Creighton's at, right?
Omaha.
The signs 48. 84.
84. Oh,
Follow the signs.
Oh, buddy.
The game probably won't tip off till about 10:48, so
Yeah.
that might be a real good sign.
And you'll probably get a text around then too.
Awesome.
when you go, you said you did a lot of studying for your NCAA brackets. We won't get into it here, but go look up the overinflated basketballs and how they affect shooting percentages in the NCAA tournament. It's another conspiracy theory I got into. Yeah.
You're all into me. I love it.
I don't like the mainstream ones. Mainstream ones piss me off, but I like the deep dives.
deep dives.
Yeah.
So you have
Deep
time to
cuts.
do 25 brackets. He has time to get in all these conspiracy theories.
What do you have time for?
I don't have time for those. That's the thing, is that's like putting off other things. So
Golf?
Oh, it's great pastime.
Dude, I was popping on the range. I'll probably suck tomorrow when I play.
That's unfortunately what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like throwing good in the bullpen. And then,
Yeah. I'll be horrible tomorrow.
I'm feeling it today,
I
guys.
can't wait, though.
We'll get out on the course soon.
Yeah.
Probably we'll come on the road with you and we'll play golf on Saturday.
Yeah, that manager's bag is gonna be huge.
That's gonna be humongous.
All right, let's move on a little bit. Stupidity is an epidemic. Do a little
Okay.
segment here.
Stupidity is an epidemic.
Yeah. Mine's actually kind of part of the conspiracies. It's not really part of the conspiracies. So I just hate when anything happens that my Twitter timeline is just filled with usually like angry middle-aged white women screaming about the government. Like
Okay.
the thing in Baltimore happened, and now it's like I can't block enough people. They just keep popping up. I'm like, listen,
Stupidity is an epidemic.
I love conspiracy theories, as you can tell, but like they're not fun if they're mainstream.
Nope.
You
gotta deep dive.
you got to really get into them
Yep.
for them to be fun. So it's just they're driving me nuts now. I'm like, this isn't fun for me anymore. I like the deep dives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine is Rich Eisen. He did you hear his interview with NC State's DJ Burns, former Vol?
He was a former Vol.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was about 60
He was
pounds
here for
lighter,
his
so you might
freshman
not
year.
recognize him, but
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did not hear that.
But Rich Eisen asked him, "When did you put on the weight?"
Wow.
What was his answer?
He was like, funny enough, he said, like, well, a little bit like after my freshman year, I got a little bit bigger.
Freshman 40, baby. Freshman 140. He also owns vending machines, which I find very ironic.
Nice.
Yeah.
I did see that.
It's pretty sick, but great business model. But it's
Also,
pretty-
like, eating your own product is not.
yeah.
Shout out Jay Cutler.
Your boy.
Unironically, some politician tweeted, happening right now, 3 buses just loaded up illegal invaders at Detroit Metro.
Smart.
Anyone have any idea where they're headed with their police escort? It was Gonzaga and Creighton.
Yeah.
Getting to
All the four
arriving to
yeah.
to the Sweet 16. And people were tweeting at him and he just did not care.
Wow.
Yeah. It was my favorite thing is just that it was also a Allegiant flight. You all ever fly Allegiant on your charters?
The only time we flew Allegiant was going Omaha.
Oh, did you feel safe?
A little cheaper.
Yeah, that was.
I've always felt good on Allegiant flights, but
Like,
I just don't, you probably don't like your team like pulling up in an Allegiant. Like Delta or American. You want to see like a prominent name on it,
or like it's just a random plane.
Or that.
To be
yeah.
honest, it's
Yeah.
most of the time a random plane.
Yeah. We gotta get Zerker. We can't do Allegiant again. Just doesn't feel good to see that symbol. Your team walking out of an Allegiant plane,
Just
you
feel
know?
like the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
They fly Allegiant.
No, I don't know, but
Oh.
That would be funny.
It's like what?
Poverty program.
So did I steal yours? I'm sorry, Landon.
No, you're good. It is funny. This is what his bio says. Trump endorsed, ranked most conservative state representative, freedom cautious. I don't know what that says. Anti-communist, husband of Michigan's most wanted Republican.
Okay. How do you get voted?
Oh,
How do you
Caucus.
how do you grade most conservative? Like how do you get that title?
I don't know. Joey, do you have an idea?
Whoever got deepest into the Capitol, I guess.
But yeah, like as soon as I saw that tweet, I was like, I have to see who this person is, and I'm like, of course, some guy in Michigan.
Yeah, that one made me laugh for a while. I'm sorry, I did get into the conspiracy theories,
Dude,
didn't
have you seen Jaden Daniels' elbow?
Yeah, that
What is that?
I don't know if it's real.
I
I,
mean,
heard it's like not real.
I mean, that's
I don't think-
Tommy John, right?
That's not even like you're saying like his whole bone just shifted while he's throwing.
I have no clue. I just keep
shifts
seeing
back.
Have you ever thought about getting Tommy John surgery? It seems to help people
it. Just
I'm not
because-
getting it.
preemptively.
I'm not getting it unless I need it.
well, if your mom
What if
breaks your arm,
What
guess
if I
might
told
be-
you could throw
No,
100
I
and,
fell off the
101?
table.
Oh, okay.
That's what they say.
No, that's what happened.
You know that?
Is there video
No, I do.
proof?
There's no. That'd be like a camcorder, you know, the one.
This is another
This
conspiracy.
is.
theory.
I think it's a valid one.
I think it was Frank Anderson just a long time ago. It was just like, we need a lefty.
Also have Shadur Sanders.
Okay, shut up.
He talked about how he's
This
kind
could
of
be your
been
quarterback the next year.
I don't want to get into the quarterback cares.
he kind of talked about being the underdog. He came from a small private school in Texas.
Sure.
He doesn't know where these other 6A high school football players are nowadays that he used to see all the time. The ones that played in the college football playoff. He doesn't see them in the Pac-12 all that often. But I don't know. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny coming from Deion Sanders' son.
Hey, give me the Buffs top 16 next year playoffs. Or is it 12? 12?
12.
Top 12. Top 12.
Okay. What about Tennessee? If the Buffs are top 12 or
If-
not, I'm
if-
riding.
Colorado is in the top 12. Tennessee will somehow
Oh,
be.
yeah.
I don't know
So,
exactly how, but they'll be there.
There's no way. Did you watch them last year?
Yeah.
I mean,
but like that's their
Ass.
first year. Like, come on.
okay.
Gotta give Dion a little
Well-
time in the portal.
I mean, that's all he does is the portal.
Well, yeah, that's what you and a little bit of recruit, but hey, I like.
Apparently, he doesn't go to high school campuses.
You could say that for any coach, to be honest,
What do you mean?
with the portal.
Oh, I
You
just
don't,
meant like
you don't have to.
Like, yeah, you know.
yeah. I mean, I get it. Yeah, but that's pretty bold. I mean, he's probably
it's bold. But
he
like,
probably is going to leave Colorado soon, so I guess he doesn't have to worry about building a program. But yeah, if you want to build like sustainability,
I just like. I think it would be good for college football, in my opinion.
Okay.
Just
I don't hate Deion Sanders. I
know a lot of
Yeah.
people just don't like him. I'm like, dude,
don't
Yeah.
I don't really have I didn't have a thought. I still probably don't really care for like one way or the other about Shadur, but I just think that's crazy.
Yeah, I do
Shadur's
think
to
a
it-
have-
good quarterback.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too. But like just to be like, I've been an underdog my whole life. It's like, brother, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You're not.
No, I like Shadur. Shadur can definitely play in the NFL.
Yeah, I know Tennessee's defense hasn't been great since Heupel's been here, but my God, they're not as bad as Colorado.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean,
they're scoring like 250 points in a game. It's unreal.
yeah.
Yeah. it's
But then
tough-
again, they're
tough
also
look.
putting up like they can put up points.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
So, you know,
Yeah,
the,
Travis
the
Hunter.
yin and the yang.
Yeah,
Travis Hunter will go high next year too.
Steelers.
Wow,
Y'all need a corner.
we do no because we had Trice from Purdue get drafted, but he got hurt. So we have corner depth. They just all got hurt last year.
Oh, okay. All right. Ad read. I got ad read.
An ad read.
Oh yeah,
Magic, baby.
yeah.
This is-
Our good friends at Knoxville Tours. It is never too early to think about football season. Tennessee takes on Oklahoma this season in Norman to welcome them to the SEC. Our good friends at Knoxville Tours have a great 5-day tour, September 19th to the 23rd, that takes all the stress off of you when booking and planning an away trip. The trip on the Motor Coach Tour will take you to and from Oklahoma for the game and fun stops along the way. The trip will include transportation to and from Oklahoma, 4-night hotel accommodations, and a dinner show at Cattleman's. What do you think about Cattleman's?
Never been there.
It's a dinner show. They got steak. I mean, I think that sounds great. You ever been to the Dixie Stampede? Sorry to interrupt.
Mm-mm.
You never been to the Dixie Stampede? We got to go.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Dude, they
not
serve
over
it-
here often.
They serve an
I'm more of a-
entire chicken for dinner, and you eat it all with your hands.
Yeah, this is in Sevierville.
Yeah, it's Dolly Parton's Dolly
Stop
Stampede
at
now.
Buc-ee's on the way.
It's awesome. It rocks.
Anyway, go cheer on the Vols in the Midwest. They will also be doing tours to Arkansas and Vanderbilt this football season. Give Knoxville Tours a call today at 865-688-6232 to book your tour and let them know more important issues. See you.
Dixie Stampede, it's a show. People ride on their horses. There's buffalo there or bison. There's chicken races. There's peacock races, pig races. They bring people in from the crowd to like compete.
I feel like this is.
It's freaking awesome.
It's kind of like
I've won a medal. I got
it's
to
kind of like a
compete one
minor
time.
league baseball game with no
Show.
baseball.
Yeah. It's a
Shenanigans galore.
Yeah.
it's a good
So
it's
many
a good time.
promos.
You sit on the north or the south side. It's a set in the Civil War era, and you compete
Oh,
against the north or
Union,
the
okay.
south. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a good time.
Civil War was crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how they settled it was who could eat the most chicken and cheer the loudest. That's
I didn't
Man.
know with that one, but
I'm in.
Ulysses S. Grant versus Robert E. Lee. Look at that. Look at me. Look at me in the history.
Hey, brothers.
Hey, brother.
Dude, I love him. And
Sketch. Big
I'm
sketch.
doing it more and more. Like, I don't even know that I
It's
like
Check Tuesday. Tuesday.
Rebecca. Special teams. You can say it, I can say it.
I've always played Madden at home myself. So
Okay,
I'm calling
yeah,
checks.
I'm pretty sure everybody's played Madden by calling audibles. Like,
Yeah.
let's just be honest. You're not playing Madden unless you're not. Like, you are calling audibles. Just
No.
something random.
Especially when like Peyton's whole like Omaha call was going around big.
Yeah.
Everyone was Omaha. Everyone.
I like hot routes. I'm not a big
Oh,
audible
big hot
person,
route.
but
Hot route.
you get a fast receiver, you get them pressing.
Yeah.
No. Uh-uh.
Oh yeah, sending them.
Run the ball.
What's this call? Who's this from? Is that Carson Newman call?
Yeah, that means go.
Okay.
And if you're even, you're leaving. You ever heard that one?
Nope. I want to be a defensive coordinator for the Steelers now.
Chase your dreams.
Man,
You should
press
be a
all night.
you should be
They
a
don't gain another yard.
Yeah.
a fired football coach. That seems to be like the best thing right now.
A fired football coach.
Yeah, you just get the
Collect that buyout money.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's the best thing. Coach O.
So get there, give up 50 points, bang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean you got to grind for like 30 years, but then you end up
Oh.
like Jimbo. Then you end up like Jimbo
You didn't-
Fisher.
You didn't tell me that
I
part.
didn't. You end up like Jimbo Fisher sitting on like $77 million. And,
You don't have.
you know,
You're not doing
All right.
I could do that.
Hey, thanks for coming on.
anything. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks for
Awesome.
having me.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome stuff. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you so much.
Also go check out Roback, roback.com. Promo code More Important Issues.
We got NIL too, man.
20% off your first purchase. Do it. You have any
Yeah,
Roback stuff?
Roback.
Okay.
I don't have Roback stuff, but
Okay.
it's polos. I got it.
Okay. All
Cool.
right. Well, you need some of the best polos. Roback's got them. Polos, joggers, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever you got, they got it. Or whatever you need, they got it. Go check them out. Again, promo code More Important Issues, 20% off your first purchase. Guys, thank y'all. Zander, always a pleasure. Go Vols. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.